Several drivers still believe that a diesel engine is a beast and is extremely durable, but the truth is that with just a few small habits, you are silently shortening its lifespan. In this video, I will point out 10 habits that seem harmless but are the silent killers of diesel engines. Habit 1. Excessive idling. Many people think that a diesel can idle for hours and it won't cause any problems. Some even believe it's good for the engine, but the reality is the exact opposite. When you let it idle for a long time, the fuel doesn't burn completely, which creates a lot of soot that builds up on the pistons and fuel injectors and quickly fills the DPF. What's more, excess fuel can leak into the oil chamber, thinning the oil and reducing its lubricating ability. A durable engine can quickly become sick just because of this habit. If you stop the vehicle for more than a few minutes, turn it off. This small action helps save fuel, reduce pollution, and extend the lifespan of many important components. Don't forget, letting the engine idle for too long is like pulling money right out of your own wallet. Habit 2. Driving many short trips. A diesel engine is designed to run hot and reach its proper operating temperature for optimal performance. But if you constantly drive only a few short miles, like for a quick commute, picking up the kids, or grabbing a few things from the store, the engine will never get hot enough. The result is soot accumulating in the EGR, the DPF not having time to regenerate, and the engine oil mixing with condensation and unburned fuel. All of these combine to cause rapid degradation. At first, the vehicle might just feel a bit sluggish, but over time, it can lead to repair costs of thousands of dollars. The solution is super simple. Combine your errands and drive longer distances so the engine has enough time to clean itself. By doing just that, you can extend your engine's life by hundreds of thousands of miles. Habit 3. Infrequent oil changes. Many diesel drivers follow the manual's recommendation: wait 10,000 to 15,000 miles before changing the oil. But that is the fastest way to land your vehicle in the repair shop. A diesel engine generates more heat and soot than a gasoline engine, and the oil is often thinned by idling or contaminated by chemicals from the emission system. Changing the oil too infrequently allows tiny soot particles to grind away at the cylinder's bearings and turbo, while the oil's viscosity gradually decreases and can't provide enough protection. The result is major damage that appears sooner than you think. The safest interval for diesel oil is 5,000 to 7,000 miles, especially if the vehicle often tows heavy loads, drives on dusty roads, or does a lot of stop-and-go driving. Don't be cheap with a few dozen dollars for oil, only to lose thousands of dollars on repairs. Habit 4. Hard acceleration on a cold engine. Imagine this. You just started the engine in the morning. The oil is still thick and it hasn't had time to circulate throughout the engine. But you immediately slam the accelerator to merge onto the highway. That is the quickest way to destroy your engine. When the oil hasn't reached the pistons, camshaft, and turbo, all the metal surfaces are rubbing against each other. In addition, diesel engines have extremely high compression pressure, so hard acceleration on a cold engine causes even more serious wear. The turbo, which spins at tens of thousands of revolutions per minute, is especially likely to fail if it's pushed hard without proper lubrication. The only advice: be patient for a few minutes, drive with a light foot, let the temperature gauge reach its normal level, and then accelerate. It's a small habit, but it determines the lifespan of the entire engine. Habit 5. Shutting off the engine when the turbo is hot. After a long trip with a heavy load or a high-speed drive, your turbo can get red hot. If you turn off the engine right then, the oil flow stops, and the remaining oil in the turbo will get cooked into carbon deposits. These deposits stick and clog the oil lines, destroying the turbo bearings. Once the turbo fails, the repair bill can run into thousands of dollars. The solution is incredibly simple. After every heavy-duty drive, let the engine idle for 30 to 60 seconds before turning it off. This gives the turbo time to cool down and allows the oil to continue circulating. 1 minute of patience can save you thousands of dollars. Habit 6. Regularly drive iving in a gear that's too high, lugging the engine. Many drivers think that driving in a high gear at a low RPM will save fuel, but in reality, it causes the opposite effect. When the RPM is too low, the pressure in the cylinder increases abnormally, forcing the pistons, bearings, and even the crankshaft to bear a load greater than they were designed for. Over time, this excessive compression can crack internal components, cause vibrations, and shorten the engine's lifespan. Also, combustion at low RPM is often incomplete, causing excess fuel to produce soot, which quickly clogs the EGR and DPF. The solution is very simple. Let the engine run at the per revolution per minute, which is usually over 1500 RPM for a diesel engine. Don't trade the entire vehicle for a little bit of fuel. Drive in the right gear and at the right RPM, and your vehicle will be more powerful, smoother, and much more durable. Habit 7. Driving away immediately after street. Arting the engine. One of the most common mistakes is rushing to shift into gear and drive off right after pressing the start button. In the first few seconds, the engine oil hasn't had time to pump evenly to every part. If you immediately increase the load, the camshaft, turbo, and cylinders will operate almost dry, causing fierce friction. The consequences do not appear immediately, but they will gradually create microscopic wear, making it difficult for the vehicle to cold start, reducing power and significantly shortening the engine's lifespan. Just be patient for 20 to 30 seconds to let the oil system stabilize and spread out evenly, and you will protect thousands of dollars in your pocket. It's a small habit, but it's a secret that seasoned mechanics always tell their customers. Habit 8. Neglecting fuel and air filters. Many people are diligent about changing their oil, but forget about the fuel and air filters. This is one of the silent deaths for a diesel engine. When the fuel filter is dirty, dirt and water can get through and clog the fuel injectors and even damage the high-pressure pump. This type of damage can easily cost thousands of dollars. Meanwhile, a clogged air filter severely reduces the amount of air entering the combustion chamber. With not enough air for proper combustion, the engine produces a lot of black smoke, reduces power, and increases soot in the DPF. By regularly checking and replacing the filters on time, you will maintain the vehicle's health, fuel economy, and cleanliness. Don't neglect these small parts, because they are the shields that protect your engine. Habit 9. Frequently overloading or towing heavy loads. It's true that diesel engines are known for being powerful, but that doesn't mean you can constantly double their design load or tow a giant trailer without paying the price. When working with an overload, the temperature of the oil and coolant increases rapidly, causing the oil to quickly lose its viscosity and the bearings and turbo to bear tremendous pressure. Over time, you will find the vehicle sluggish with a lot of black smoke and even a damaged transmission. Heavy-duty driving should only happen when absolutely necessary and always be combined with thorough maintenance. Respecting your vehicle's load limit is respecting your wallet. Remember, a healthy diesel is meant to serve you for a long time, not be worked to death early. Habit 10. Not checking and draining water. From the fuel system, diesel fuel easily absorbs moisture from the environment, and many gas stations have storage tanks that aren't properly maintained. When water enters the system, it corrodes the high-pressure pump, rusts the fuel injectors, and makes combustion less efficient. If you don't periodically drain the water from the fuel filter, the risk of serious damage will increase. Some vehicles have a sensor that warns of water in the fuel filter, but many people ignore this warning. The right habit is to regularly open the drain valve and remove the water and sediment. This action only takes a few minutes, but can save you thousands of dollars in repairs. Remember, a diesel engine needs clean fuel, not dirty water from a poorly maintained gas tank. These 10 habits may seem simple, but they are the main reasons why diesel engines fail early. If you avoid them, your vehicle can last for hundreds of thousands of durable miles. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on useful tips that will help you save money and protect your beloved vehicle.